Now, the Save a Buck this week. Save a Buck this week comes from, I was, talking to somebody on the phone or whatever, and they had a huge, outrageous water bill. The water bill basically was, they couldn't explain it. They didn't know what it was causing it or whatever, and it turns out it was their toilet was running all the time, and the toilet was putting a lot of water through the system, and then, when you talk about your water bill, that's also your sewer bill, so they had a huge bill, and it's not what they want to have to pay every month. So we kind of helped them. They gave them some tips on getting to the bottom of that. We've talked about checking your toilet for leaks. Basically, just take some food coloring in the tank of your toilet and let it sit for an hour. If the inside the toilet bowl becomes colored like the tank water is in that hour, then you have a leak at your toilet and you need to get that repaired. All right. The quickest and easiest way to check if you have a leak in your house and check the entire house at once, okay, is by checking your meter, okay? So at your water meter downstairs in your basement, okay, assuming that, I guarantee some people are on a well and they're not going to have a meter, okay? But on your meter down the basement, there's going to be some numbers going across. Now, the numbers, even though you have a small leak, the numbers may not move fast, okay? So what you do is you take like a Visivise marker, something you can wipe off, and you mark where the line of the number is, okay? And then in an hour, you come back and see if the numbers moved at all. As long as nobody used water in the home, the number should not have moved. It should be right where you drew that line. And if it's there, you don't have any leaks, okay? If it's moved, well, then you have a leak and you got to find it. You got to get to the bottom of it. Otherwise, you're paying for water and sewer when you don't necessarily get to use any of it. It just goes right out the drain right away. So a quick, easy tip to help you save a buck. And you should let that sit and test for about an hour, all right?
Even a small drip from the faucet we have downstairs in the basement. We left the faucet just had a slow drip. We keep meaning to replace it, but it just has a slow drip. And there was 1 month of it. Obviously, we hadn't been down in the basement in a while and that kind of thing. And I looked at the bill and I'm like, have you been watering the lawn again? No, there was no watering on the lawn. And we found out it was just a slow leak in the faucet.
Drip. Yeah, so
be careful.
I did turn off that valve and have bought the faucet. Putting it in is another story. It's still sitting on the counter downstairs. Yes. But entertainment season comes this fall, so we'll probably have it in
Football
by then.
Season.
Hey, thanks for tuning in today, you guys. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you want to know when we put out the next one, give me a bell notification. It's a little bell on the bottom right-hand side. And subscribe. You want to know when I'm coming out with new stuff or whatever. You want to be able to check us out and be alerted to new video content coming your way. Subscribe button's really the way to go. Thanks again for tuning in, you guys. Remember, the better you take care of your house, better it's going to take care of you. Have a good one.